J-Nell here with my UFC 264 recap video. It actually just ended. I'm nice and on time with this one. This was an incredible event. I was super excited. I had to get this out. So now, as I told you in my prediction video, I was going to make 2 additional picks on my other platforms about an hour before on the prelims because they were so stacked, and I did. Now, I see that not many of you saw the prediction video, and that's okay. Speaking of, please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment so we can get this dialogue started about this amazing event, and any tips on how I can do better with, increasing the viewership and all of that sort of things. I'm definitely open to any suggestions. But like I said, I made 2 additional picks on my other platforms, so you do have to follow me everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all of that, about 2 hours before the main event, and I got both of those 2 additional picks. So I ended up getting 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7. Great night for me. Too bad I don't bet. Although the few times I wanted to bet, I didn't do well. So it's better when I don't. Let's go ahead and start talking about this, y'all. On the prelims, I do have to go back and watch the pre-prelims and all of that, though, because I heard that they were incredible. So please talk to me and let me know what happened on the pre-prelims and the first 2 fights of the prelims, because I did miss that. So please talk to me about that in the comments below. Now, on the prelims, first up, I chose Michel Figueira to beat Nico Price, and he did. He barely did. I was very nervous about this one. As I said in the prediction video, he's going to have to control himself or else he's going to gas out, and Nico Price is durable with a great gas tank, and boy, did it unfold just like that. Now, I actually missed the first round. I was racing home and I missed the first round, so someone let me know how the first round went down. Now, I came in when the second round started. Michel, again, was in control, leading the exchanges. So beginning the exchanges, he managed to land a shot, which actually got Nico Price down. Then he did a backflip into the guard, a backflip somersault into the guard, and then landed up. So I'm so excited. Landed up on top, and then proceeded to land some nice heavy ground and pound. Nico Price did manage to get up before the round was over, but it was kind of too little too late. I figured he won that round as well. And since I didn't see the first round, I was like, well, we'll see who won that. Now, the second round was on Nico Price, honey. Boy, did he come back with a vengeance. He knew he had to finish him. He stayed in his face. He, just did not stop coming. Stunned him several times as Michel was trying to move out of the way. Now, Michel was firing back too. He landed some nice shots in between the exchanges. They were really going back and forth. They were slugfest, if you may. And then certain times where they clinched up, Michel would land some nice knees to the face. That landed as well. He landed some nice knees to the body as well. So again, they were going back and forth. But Nico was like, I'm taking charge. I'm coming forward, and I'm going to try to end you. And that's exactly what he did. It was a great third round for Nico Price, definitely. But it was a unanimous decision in favor of Michel, so I did get that pick. Who would you like to see him fight next? Now, next up, I got this pick as well. I chose Max Griffin to beat Carlos Condit, and he did. First round, he came out just sharp, aggressive. He was initiating the exchanges, tearing apart that lead leg, stunned him, got on top of him by the end of the round, and was trying to finish him. Looked like it was a near finish, but then Carlos managed to survive. He managed to get a hold of him, grab the arm so he could stop hitting him in the face on the ground, and he managed to survive that round. Second round was more Carlos Condit, actually. Carlos Condit started to initiate the exchanges himself, taking the center of the octagon. He was the one going forward and landing first. He got loose, he got comfortable, and I was like, Max, don't get loose, got comfortable. But I think Max had an adrenaline dump from that first round because he did slow down a bit in that second round. So second round, Carlos Condit, but the first round, back and forth, very close round until Max landed a takedown with about a minute and some odd seconds left. And I said to myself, I bet that got him the round. Managed to get the takedown, hold him there, get some ground and pound, and I believe that won him the round. So I got him the fight. It was a unanimous decision, I believe, as well. Great win for Max Griffin, who squandered an opportunity by not calling anyone specific out. He did use the opportunity to call people to his social media pages, but however your performance does that, and you calling out someone else in the right way does that. So you don't, kind of squandered that opportunity a little bit. You know how I feel about that. But who would you like to see Max Griffin fight next? All right, and we're just the prelims, y'all. On to the main card. Now, I got this pick. I chose Sugar Sean O'Malley to beat Kris Moutinho. Oh no, Moutinho. What was I talking about? Okay, I'm so sorry, Mr. Kris. So this is his debut in the UFC. Apparently, he was scheduled to go to the Contender Series, but this was his debut. He's 9-4, and let me tell you, this was the best possible outcome that he could have possibly asked for in a loss, because he did lose this fight, but he got his butt whooped. Face completely swollen, nose bloody, dripping down, the whole nine. But this kid was so durable. He went forward the entire time. He kept coming forward the entire time, eating everything, kick shots, and Sean was just bow, bow, and the dude just kept coming forward and throwing back, landing his shots as well, getting close, landing some knees, pushing up against the cage, trying to go for takedowns. So he pressured him the entire time, even though Sean was just bow, bow, bow the whole time. This dude was like the Terminator, but, you know, not winning. Incredibly impressive. It's one of those things. Yes, Sean, of course, he was winning the fight. He looked good. He looked strong. Good to see. Oh, look at me. I don't want to knock my pillows down. Good to see him. Good to see his legs and feet and all of that stand up amidst all of that. Wow, offense. Oh, Lord. You know what? Rather those socks than, I don't know, my feet looks like right now. We'll see. I've been walking around barefoot in my apartment. Anyway. So, great win for Sean. Nice to see that he seems to be physically there, durable, ready to go. He basically called up like the top 5, literally. And he had little sayings for each one of them. He was like, Dominic Cruz, you try not to lose, or whatever. He had little sayings for all of them. Yawn, all of them up there. So, great call out for him. Great use of that time. And of course, he said, you know, this guy's a tough dude. Oh my God, super tough dude. And the fight was stopped with 30 seconds left in the fight by Herb Dean. The guy was on the feet. Now, Sean did put together a flurry. He stunned him, and then he was on him. And it was one of those, this might be the end type of moments. However, the guy was still coming forward, and he was still there. He took everything else. But I guess Herb had seen enough, and he stopped the fight. The crowd booed. The guy immediately was like, dude, what's up? Because I was like, Moutinho, but what is his name? Moutinho? Is this a Mexican in there? Don't get offended. You guys from fight fans, you know I said that. Okay. So, great win for Sean O'Malley. Who would you like to see him fight next? And as far as this Kris cat, this new cat, he won one of the bonuses, fight of the night for the two of them, so $75,000, which he's definitely going to need to repair the things that are going on there. Good debut for him. Like I said, the most you could possibly hope for in a loss. And I'm pretty sure he's going to get another fight. Took this on 11 days notice. So again, kudos to you for just being a beast, quite frankly. Now, next up, I lost everything. Next up, got this pick. I chose Irina Aldana to beat Yana Kunitskaya, and she did. This ended in the first round. Look, these ladies came out throwing. I was so excited that, I mean, Yana was, she was like, I'm trying to get this next title shot. Period. So she came out aggressive. She landed some shots. She had her up against the cage. She just came out with all of this offense. So it took Irina she had to settle herself. She had to kind of stick and move. And like I said in my prediction video, her boxing has definitely turned a corner, and you saw it here. Not only is she sharper, not only is the defense, like I said, the angle she was coming forward, the stick and the move, and the power. She caught this girl with a left to the chin that you heard. Smack. 135-pound girl. Smack. You heard it. I was like, whoa. Dropped her. A couple shots later, ref stopped the fight. Great win for Irina. She has turned a corner. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. I know you love to see it. We love to see it. So, great win for her. She's ranked already like number 4 in the bantamweight division. Honestly, she said she didn't want to, I think she just didn't want to call out Amanda Nunes yet. She's like, you know, so and she didn't even call out, you know, possible winner of that next fight. However, she's probably going to be next in line, if not one fight away from that. So who would you like to see Aldana fight next? Whew, okay. Next up, I got this pick as well. I chose Tuivasa to beat Greg Hardy. I don't think I've lost anybody. I got everybody. To beat Greg Hardy, and he did. Okay. They came out, feeling each other out. They were both trying to land some shots, trying to find their distance. It was Greg Hardy who landed a shot first. Wobble Ty. You saw the legs wobble. Ty comes back. I believe it was, yes, a left of his own. They both landed lefts. First, Greg landed left, wobbled his leg. Then Ty came back with immediate left that dropped Greg Hardy. A couple shots later, it was done. Ref stopped the fight. This all happened in 1 minute and 7 seconds in the first round. Great win for Tai Tuivasa. Like I said in my prediction video, I feel like if he doesn't win this fight, it's a red flag. I feel like he should have the tools to win it. Not only did he win it, he got a fight bonus as well for the way he won it. He had a great win. He did this little weird little chicken froggy type dance, hopped up on top of the fence, and then did a shoey, which looked like a clean shoe. It looked like a clean shoe. So I was like, okay, he's getting smart. No, it's less disgusting until they showed him on his walk out, and he proceeded to do multiple other shoeys from random audience members with their random feet. And somebody even put beer and then hot sauce in it. And he was just like, he didn't like that. And then he did another shoey. And then he had one pouring down his mouth while he was going on. Oh my God. I know. I guess it is working. People love it. They do love it. They're screaming for it. So don't take my reaction to mean anything, because it does seem to be working, but it is so nasty. But I like Tai Tuivasa. Who would you like to see him fight next? All right. Co-main event. This is the one fight that I did not get. And this was the one that I was like, if I don't get one, it's probably going to be this one, although I didn't see it in my prediction video. But I wanted Wonderboy to win because it was the fresh fight for Usman if Usman makes it past Colby again. But he did not. I chose Wonderboy, Stephen Thompson, to beat Gilbert Burns. He did not. This went all 3 rounds. Let me say, the audience booed rather quickly. They were booing by the end of the first round. And I was like, y'all know it takes a minute for people to figure out how to fight Wonderboy, right? We all know this, right? Even if he's gonna lose, it takes a minute for that person to figure out how to beat him. And so they were booing a little bit too early for my taste, but I do get it. The night was so supercharged and high action, right? So they're trying to figure it out. Gilbert's trying to figure out how to get his hands on Wonderboy. He does end up landing some shots. He ends up taking him down pretty much all 3 rounds towards the end of the round. End of the second round was kind of a fun one. It ended that round with him up against the cage, and Gilbert's in the dominant position. He's by the bottom half, but they're kind of side by side, and Gilbert's trying to get him down. And it's the end of the round, and they're both hitting each other because they're like in a sit-up position against the cage. And even though Steven's in the worst position, he just poop, 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 and Gilbert's just doop, doop, and they doop, 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 like a cartoon, old school, like type of scene, black and white movie type, old school scene. It was funny. It was funny. It was fun. Last round, same thing. And then by the end of the round, Gilbert landed up on top, and he landed quite a few blows to the back of the head. Quite a few. I mean, quite a few blows to the back of the head. Quite a few. Not cool. The ref's got to get in there. Quite a few. Either way, he won the fight. Good win for him. And then he called out Jorge Masvidal, who was in the crowd. I think he called some other people out too. But I like that. I like, you know me, I want somebody to take that BMF belt. So I want everybody to call out Jorge. So, and he antagonized the crowd. He tried at first to kind of be nice about it because the crowd was already booing. They didn't, you know. So, but he afterwards, I don't know if he said like kiss my butt or whatever. He was like, if you don't, either way, he started to antagonize the crowd after that. He kind of leaned into the bad guy role and got a big reaction. We're probably going to be talking about it, so that's a good moment for Gilbert Burns, especially after the way the fight went. All right, now, who would you like to see Gilbert Burns fight next? He's ranked number 2. Next up, main event, and I got this pick. I chose Dustin Poirier to beat Conor McGregor, although this did not go the way anybody wanted this to go. So this ended in the first round. Conor started strong. He started off with a lot of kicks to the legs and things that kind of got in the way of Dustin trying to get comfortable and get his movement together and get his range together. So that was nice. That was I like the way he started off there. Then Dustin did get his footing. He started to land some shots as well. He went for a takedown, and Conor went for a guillotine instead of trying to do takedown defense. I think he went for the guillotine way too early. We'll talk about that in a second. Went for the guillotine, sold out for it, got taken down to the ground. Eventually, Dustin got his head out of it. They both landed elbows on each other. Conor from the bottom on the top of the head, which actually landed some nice elbows from that position. But then Dustin popped his head back out and landed some better elbows, okay? Had blood dripping from Conor's cauliflower written ear, bleeding, dripping blood, just a thick drop of blood too, almost like the fake movie blood from like the old vampire movies. Okay, so Conor and trying to get back up, Dustin and trying to keep him down. He kicked Dustin, it was some up kicks a few times in the face, and I was like, oh, you might get knocked out one of those. Be careful, Dustin. He eventually gets back up. They both go to try to hit each other at the same time, and Conor's back leg, I believe the right leg or ankle breaks. It folds in on itself. Just it's either the ankle or it's the leg, bottom, like down here, shin or whatever. But either way, it folds in half. It just breaks as he's trying to throw. It's just done. He goes down. Dustin gets back on top of him, lands some more ground and pound. By the round ends, Conor immediately says something's wrong with the ankle. They bring in the doctor and everything. Doctor stops the fight. The ankle is done. Fight is over. So that's not the way anybody wanted the fight to end. It does give Conor kind of an out or an asterisk as far as the way it looks, because fans are already saying it's not a definitive victory because his leg gave out on itself, right? Now, there is a question of, was one of the kicks he threw in the beginning of the fights that did land, how it landed, was it chicked? Did that possibly make some kind of fracture or something? And then later on, it just gave fully out? We don't know at this point. As far as for Conor, it's not good for him physically. That's you don't want to get injured like that if he's going to try to come back. They're talking about this is the type of injury you're going to be out for like a year or some change for. So it may look good as far as like making it seem like he didn't lose definitively, but as far as physical health, you would never want something like this. All right, so afterwards, Dustin's trying to talk to Joe Rogan as they're jawing back and forth still. It's kind of sitting down and people are trying to get the leg and split and everything. And they're jawing back and forth. And Dustin calls him a dirtbag. He tells, he's like, anybody doesn't like the fact, how this went down, you can kiss my butt. Conor McGregor says, your wife's in my DMs. It was funny. It was funny. Hey, you know how I am. Like, kids is too low. I don't like it when you make fun of poor people for being poor, like it's a character flaw. But your wife's in my DMs. I don't know if he called the wife a hoe or Dustin. Either way, that was funny. It was funny from the ground. Your wife's in my DMs. Hoe. Classic Conor. People are definitely talking. So yeah. That's the end of UFC 264. Let me know how you did on all your picks. If you're still here, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please comment down below. You do have to follow me on all platforms to get all my additional picks and renegs and things of that on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and all of that nature. I'm starting to wind down now. Big night. I have my own adrenaline dump. Give me any injury updates, especially with Conor, of course. Let me know how you did on all of your picks, of course. And yeah, just go ahead and talk to me about this amazing night. I don't think I left anything out. Oh, there's a lot of stars there. There's fans there. This was in Las Vegas. I mean, the owner of the Pats, the owner of the Raiders. You had Odell Beckham Jr. You had, I mean, it was Bieber, Chappelle, Iceman, Chuck Liddell, of course, all the fighters. I mean, you had a lot of stars there. So it definitely seemed like we're back in the swing of things. So yeah, subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.